Hey there. Going live to hop on around pre-new moon. I'm going to do readings through the signs, both actually regular signs and the cusp signs. So welcome. Happy to see you for those of you who are coming on board. And it's been a while. So I'm going to check back in with the signs. It's going to be a general reading. If it speaks to, I'm doing cusps and regular signs. I'm going to just like plow through all the signs. So that's 24 signs. I'm going to see how far I can get this video and pick up with another video. So I was going to start with Scorpio because we're in Scorpio season. But since you're my first arriver, Kyla Creative, if you want me to start with a certain sign, I'm gonna toss it over to you, and you can tell me what sign do you want me to start with. And I'm pulling the Radiant Rider Waite, and I'm pulling the Purpose deck, the Holland Purpose deck, and Moonology. So I'm gonna wait for a moment if you want to chime in with the sign. Otherwise, I'm gonna skip to Scorpio and just start there. Okay, starting with Scorpio. Let's see what's up for you, Scorpio. You chimed in Gemini. I'll start with Gemini. I think I have a delay on my comments, so I'm going to honor that and start with Gemini. And then we're going to just create our timing around Gemini. Five of Swords, the Star, and the Fool. So Gemini is definitely coming out of a period of conflict, coming out of some either internal or interpersonal struggle and getting into a healing period and starting over. So this idea of getting through some difficult times, maybe some conflicts, all for the purpose of healing, and then moving into a nice new beginning, which is awesome. Can't get better than healing and then kicking off with the Fool, because whatever baggage the Fool was carrying, he's going to let go and go into a new period. So if you're feeling heavy or weighted down with some conflict, Gemini, looks like you are going to be able to put down the past and do whatever it takes to heal and move forward into the next phase. So that was still on Gemini. What else can we tell Gemini? Six of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. I was like, again, this is really good. It's a lovely reading, coming out of a difficult period for Gemini, getting into a new beginning, healing, starting fresh. But then we also have the Six of Wands, which is a lot of success and victory. But it looks like what's going to be important is seeing what you have to offer very substantially, very materially. It could be a period of learning. It could be a period of bringing forth your goods, your wares. If it's a business situation and a career, you could be finding yourself in apprenticing, sort of learning position, and then also leading to material wealth and some fulfillment. So really positive Gemini reading. And the last card I have for Gemini is the Hermit. So I think part of the healing will be involving maybe getting some advice. Maybe you become the teacher. Let's get a little more insight on Gemini from my oracles. So really, really positive reading, moving out of possibly a difficult period with the Five of Swords and into some new starts and healing and independence, abundance, manifestation, the ability to really on a practical level I feel like it's like a show the world what I'm worth kind of a reading, and there could definitely be some learning involved in teaching and mentoring. Maybe there's a special advisor, mentor, professor you're going to seek guidance from. Again, you could also be the teacher. I actually feel like that person is lighting up your way, though. I feel like they're lighting up your way, the position of the lantern. So, Gemini, I do think that you might be getting the mentoring and honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So it's going to be really important during this period to be honest with yourself. If there's something that you may not be completely honest with yourself about, this period of time will do even better when you have, that talk with yourself. If there's something you're a bit in illusion over, it's time to deal with that. And the Moonology says it's a time for healing. So you can't get any more aligned than that, because the balsamic moon is a time for healing, and smack in the middle of the reading is the star card. We talked about that. So that's you, Gemini, for now. Okay, let's move on. I'm going to do the cusp signs interspersed with the straight signs. So the next will be Gemini, Taurus. Wait, no. Nope. Next will be Gemini, Cancer. Gemini, Cancer. Okay, so Gemini, Cancer. What's going on for Gemini, Cancer? Are there any Gemini, Cancers in the house? Hey, everybody. Hey, Shauna. Hey, Brendy. Amy. So this is Gemini, Cancer. What's going on for Gemini, Cancer? 8 of Pentacles wanted to pop out, and a Hermit again, but then this time the 4 of Pentacles. So there's this idea of working hard at something. Working hard at something, and then I feel like being really protective about what you're working on with the 4 of Pentacles. So head down, working hard at something, whether this is literally relationships, school, career, very focused on creating something very tangible. It just really tends to be the head down working on something. But it looks like, again, we've got a little bit of guidance here and insight, and I think Gemini, Cancers are going to really be producing something of great value. They also, once they are making the money or producing, are going to tend to get a bit protective of that, which is, it's not necessarily a bad thing to be protective of something that you're creating. So the other thing that could be to me is putting the right boundaries in place around the work so that you can stay focused and get something done. So if anybody's struggling, Gemini, Cancer, with focus, there might be an element of understanding that you need to put the proper conditions or boundaries in place to bring about what you're trying to be bringing about. What else for Gemini, Cancer? 6 of Wands, again, Knight of Cups, 3 of Swords, and the Chariot. And bottom of the deck, the Ace of Wands. So looks like success is going to come through. All right, so I'm kind of shifting gears because I feel like the boundaries around you in a way that's going to protect you from the heartache, because the heartache fell right beneath the boundary. And then we also have the Chariot, which came after, which to me was like getting my arms around where I really want to go, moving forward, not being swayed, right or left, dark or light, emotions or head. Kind of really getting in control of where you're going is going to require moving past any hurt that could come from something that might be ego driven. Somebody might have made an offer, emotional offer, or you made an offer that wasn't accepted, or someone made an offer to you that wasn't accepted, Gemini, Cancer. And out of that, there was some heartache, and there will be agency and confidence over oneself during this next period of 3-4 weeks, but it's going to come with certain protection of yourself, and that's okay. The Cancer side of Gemini, Cancer is the crab. And the crab wants to kind of be in the shell and protect. So working hard at something, guarding that carefully. And if an offer came in that you rejected, or your offer was rejected and caused any heartache, could be that you need to protect, not getting too ego driven, but just understanding what your needs are and grabbing it by the reins to move forward with focus and with confidence. That's what I feel. I don't even know where all that came from, but you can get me later and tell me if there's any resonance in that. But Gemini, Cancer, what else do you need to know? I can tell you now, don't be disappointed, but I'm not going to be able to get to 24 signs in this sitting. I can tell you that. So please do a thumbs up or like this video if you're liking the reading, and share and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. I appreciate you being here. Gemini, Cancer, doubt. So yeah, this emotional situation may have caused some doubt for you. I released the need to know all the answers. So this is definitely the energy of being able to stay in the not knowing. This is definitely the energy of being able to sit with uncertainty and trust. Releasing the need to have all the answers. And I think that could be where this kind of holding on comes from, is if I could just hold on to it. I mean, this is the situation where somebody is working hard at something. It's either a relationship or a career. And when stressful situations come about, sometimes we just dig in and work harder and think that's our way of controlling things, because we just continue to work hard at something. And we think by doing that, we've got things figured out. And in essence, we also may be blocking ourselves off. This situation, or what you're dealing with, Gemini, Cancer, may have caused some heartache. There will be movement here and some success with the Chariot, but it's also going to require you to release this idea that I'm going to know how it's going to turn out, and that by working harder at it, I'm exercising some control, because we know that there's very few things we have control over except for our own handling of things. And this doubt card says, I need to release that need to know. I need to release that need to know. So, it'll be okay. I just feel like saying it'll be okay. In the Moonology, I got 2. Believe in the impossible, which is totally in line with what we're saying. And that's a blue moon. Believe in the impossible, and the energy is gaining momentum. So this is like to me, it's kind of like capturing that glimmer of positivity and having faith that you can take the breadcrumb of positivity, or the microcosm of positivity, and trust that the energy can build from that. It's building on the positives that you do have, not focusing on negatives that you feel you have experienced, and keeping your vision for the future, and then believe that the impossible is possible. So if you have big goals, Gemini, Cancer, or anybody who's resonating with this reading, it's kind of saying yes. And bottom of the deck was the Ace of Wands, which is, it doesn't get much bigger by way of yes than the Ace of Wands, sparking something new and positive, and that shred or that spark that you can hang on to. I just got bumped. Sorry. I'm still on the live stream here. Call came through. Okay, let's see. What's next? Cancer. Cancer, what's next for you? Cancer, what's next for you? Cancers. What's going on? I am doing Cancer, Amy. Okay. All right, let's see. Cancer, wasn't ready yet. Nine of Swords, King of Pentacles, and Four of Swords. So yeah, I mean, definitely Cancer's been through a period of trials and tribulations to some degree, some pretty intense stressors. It could be that it's due to a King of Pentacles, or you could be the King of Pentacles. If you have Earth in your chart, this could definitely be you. If you know a King of Pentacles, an earth sign, masculine energy, possibly leader, someone who does well in their career, that sort of thing. You could be dealing with a King of Pentacles, but it looks like you've been through some real hurt or angst over some sort of work or personal relationship. It's in the past. And in the future is the idea of reflecting, pausing, self-care, healing, as far as I see it. So it's coming out of a struggle with a King of Pentacles type energy and moving into reflecting what's working, what's not, what went on. Let's see what's more about that Nine of Swords and this King of Pentacles for Cancer. Ten of Pentacles, King of Cups, the Moon. I feel like you're in a holding pattern. I feel like you're trying to release this idea that you might have been betrayed. This may be a very specific story. You're resisting ending the cycle and letting go of the hurt. I feel like I'm reading now just for the Cancer that might feel that they've been hurt by somebody. Again, it could be a King of Pentacles type. It could also be a King of Cups. King of Cups to me has more of the energy of the partner. And for whatever reason, King of Pentacles has the energy of the non-partner in this reading for me. Or the King of Cups could be coming in and being more of a partner, being more loving and being more understanding than the King of Pentacles was. So if you had a player in your life that was more the King of Pentacles that caused heartache in some way, there could be an energy of a King of Cups, or you could already have a King of Cups already in your life. That's another person in your life. They could be more constant. They could be more loving, even though they're not overly effusively loving. They're supportive and they understand your emotional needs. 10 of Cups, King of Cups. What you may be doing is, this is very Cancerian too. You might be holding some of this close to your chest with the Moon. You might be trying to be patient and not, 100% sure on what you're going to invest into at this point. Should you invest energy into this King of Cups or back into the King of Pentacles? I do just feel like there are two people here. For some reason, I'm going to pull another card. I feel like you get possibly two energies in this reading, Cancer. And you're kind of in a quandary on where to invest your energy. But it looks like it's possibly a King of Pentacles that was more hurtful. It's how I'm reading it. And there's a King of Cups that just is around. And they're either holding their cards close to their chest or you are. But it looks like patience is required. I have no idea if that's at all on the mark. You have to let me know. Somebody's going to walk away for something more meaningful or out of fear. And again, I feel like you had been hurt or holding in some resentment. This could be you, Cancer. For many of you in this storyline, you're going to take a pause and walk away to take the pause. Taking a pause in the Eight of Cups to me does not always mean ending something. It doesn't always mean ending something with the Eight of Cups. I don't know if you all feel that way. I don't read that way. I don't. So, to me, it's lining up that somebody's taking a pause for a good reason and evaluating, maybe healing from some wounds. What else? Oh, and then we have the doubt that came up again. I released the need to know all the answers. There's somebody worried and doubtful about the scenario. And acceptance. I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. So again, it's like this idea of, I have to release what I cannot control, sort of thing. What else from the Moonology for Cancer about this situation? I'll pull two. A time to give rather than to take, New Moon in Virgo. Sometimes maybe it's the defocusing on ourselves here that would bring more peace. Not ruminating, not getting too caught up in the difficulty of what the situation is, and a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. So very interesting. On the horizon is a connection back to passion for whoever this is resonating for. Wow, a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. So that's pretty interesting. Okay, Cancer. That was a good reading. It's coming out of that difficult period for sure, dropping the doubt and worry, taking a pause away with the Eight of Cups. Two players in the mix. I got the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Okay, so Cancer Leo is next. Cancer Leo, what's going on for you? How's everything else otherwise, guys? It's been a few weeks. I hope you're well. It's getting cold here in the US, in the Northeast. All right, Cancer Leo. The cusp sign, Cancer Leo. Usually I have a few Cancer Leos. Excuse me, not today. I don't think I do today. Six of Cups, Magician, Queen of Cups. I don't know why I wanted to pull 4 on that one. And under the deck is the Hermit. So there's an innocence and like this idea of reconnecting. It's very flirty and emotional. It's very flirty and an emotional relationship reading for me. I mean, there's a chance this has a work connotation for somebody, but I'm not feeling it that way. I'm feeling like it's a friendship or a romantic vibe for whoever this is resonating for, Cancer Leo. So Six of Cups, Magician, Queen of Cups. So there's somebody from the past that could be coming back to kind of stir the pot. And they are someone that tends to bring back warm, fun, innocent feelings and this idea of creating. And to me, always, sometimes, not always, often, the Magician can have a flirty, charismatic energy. So you may be dealing with someone who's kind of mercurial and is an infinite connection for you with the infinity sign, somebody who's going to spark something, holding the wand, but somebody who's coming back, who's going to re-spark something. I think you're going to be very receptive to this energy, Cancer Leo, and it's going to come in fast with the Knight of Swords. Somebody's going to come on the scene fast, and they could be stirring the pot in some way. Flirty, charming, probably good looking, and I feel like you're going to be very receptive with the Queen of Cups. If you get stuck, it looks like you might need to take a pause, trust your intuition with the Hermit, or go get advice from a friend. Let me see what other guidance. Let me pull a couple more tarot for you here. Let's pull a couple more tarot for Cancer Leo. This. Page of Wands, Hierophant, and the Star with the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So yeah, I mean, communication is going to come in, and with the Knight of Swords and then the Page of Wands, it could be somebody younger than you. It could be somebody who's kind of got some passionate ideas. I think they're offering you a distraction, but I think that with the Hierophant here, somebody's going to try to stay the course and hold their higher ground and not be too impetuous or impulsive. I think that could be you, Cancer Leo, and I hope that's not like a wet blanket on the situation. Doesn't mean you can't reunite with this person, but I don't think you're going to rush into anything you're going to regret. I think you want to see your wishes come true. You want to heal over things. You want to take it slow enough. So I think with that Hierophant there, smack in the middle, I think it's an influence that you care about what your family thinks, society thinks, the proper thing to do. You may already be in a partnership. So I think you're thinking about what partnership can provide me with my wishes coming through, healing, etc., so that I'm not too impetuous or impulsive with this energy from the past. That's what I'm feeling. for Cancer, Leo, but let's see what the oracles say. And also this idea of moving slow. You're not going to move too fast. So, death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. And forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. So if somebody's harboring resentment and they need to put a stop to the whole cycle and end it to start anew, that's going to be happening over this period. And that will actually spur the proper healing that needs to happen. Somebody may be coming from the past to have that conversation, and it ends up being a healing exercise. It ends up being sewing up a loose end. That could be super good for Cancer, Leo. It looks like forgiveness is needed. Somebody could be harboring resentment. If you're identifying with that, something's going to come in fast during this period. Could be the same person from the past that has not been completely a healed thing for you. And rather than do something you're going to regret, I think you're going to take the opportunity to sew up some proper loose ends and in a way that you can feel good. That's what I'm feeling for Cancer, Leo. A time to give rather than to take. Again, that's the moon in Virgo, new moon in Virgo. And walk through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. Luck is on your side. So it's going to work out well. So if you're feeling edgy about this, don't worry. It's going to work out well. You're going to have to walk through your fears with this ending and providing forgiveness to this situation. Remember giving here, giving versus taking. Even if you don't have a conversation to forgive, the notion of forgiving is not doing the favor to the person you're forgiving. It's doing the favor to you, because, you could just forgive without ever even talking to this person. But it does look like an energy might be coming back around. So we'll see if you actually have the conversation or not. You don't have to release that cycle. We have to just do it within ourselves. If you hold on resentment, it's a way of staying connected to the person, but it's a negative drain, and it definitely does keep you from entering into new phases. So, all right, let's see, Leo. Any Leos in the house? Leo, let's see what's going on for Leo. Slippery cards. Leo. So I did get 4 of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords. So already Leo's definitely got their guard up because of feeling betrayed or done wrong by somebody or something. Leo is definitely holding up the wall. There's going to be a new start, though. They're going to let go. 10 is end of the cycle. Bottom of the deck is the 4 of Swords. They need to reflect, release, step back. But it looks like after this resentment period and the 10 of Swords, which is about as low as we can go, we know it gets better after that. It literally gets better after that, because we've got the blocking with the 4 of Pentacles because of the resentment. But it's gone as low as it can go. And then, you see the sunrise, the horizon in the 10 of Swords. And that's the yellow. That's the color with the new start for the Fool. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles, who's a wonderful energy. So basically, we have somebody really getting over a bad period, starting anew, pushing reset, and then moving into a bright new beginning with the Fool, and just really control over their world with the Queen of Pentacles, being able to have good relationships, good work outcomes, and all of that good stuff. And there may need to be a pause of rest in between. So definitely getting over that last stage of possible betrayal or hurt in something, Leo. What else? But, next steps are looking really yellow, shiny, good. New start, reboot, fresh eyes on things, and a Queen of Pentacles, which is always great at creating. Let's see. 8 of Swords, Hermit, and Hangman. It's going to be a little bit of time. Queen of Cups. Still releasing the hurt, angst with the 8 of Swords. Needing the insight from the Hermit and the insight from the Hanged Man. So you need to do whatever you need to do to make that happen, Leo. Whatever works for you to step back from this hurt, process it, evaluate it, and start creating anew. It's different for everybody. But it looks like I'm reading that's going to take some time, that you are very intuitive, Leo. So you probably know what works for you and you need to go there, and you'll move into another new phase soon. Friendship could be what works for you. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. And imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. So yeah, a lot of Leos are definitely creative. Friendship's going to be important to you to move you out of this period. That's pretty clear. And you are, giving and emotional and generous. So you've got the Queen of Pentacle energy, you've got the Queen of Cups energy. So good things coming to you after you get over this kind of really hurt period from the Ten of Swords. Okay, last cards for Leo. I got 3 by accident. The end of a tough cycle approaches. We just talked about that. A personal issue reaches resolution. And a new romantic cycle begins. Well, we just talked about that. There's an opportunity for that. Coming right out of the Ten of Swords is the Fool, which is a new, totally new cycle. So, yeah, it could be a new cycle with a Queen of Pentacles. So the feminine energy, if you're a male identifying energy or not, any identifying energy, you could have a female energy that could represent by anyone coming in as your new start. You're going to be very receptive. There's going to be a good love component possible. And then you have all your Moonology cards talking about new phases and possibilities. So that was Leo. I'm going to have to end here for this video. I apologize, but I will pick up again with Leo Virgo really soon. So stay tuned and have a really good night. Thanks for being here.